Hello, everyone. I'm back. I had my pizza. Yeah. And I'm satisfied. Okay. Oh, did y'all hear? Let's do a true crime. Okay. About the people at Walmart. Just happened. Okay. Today, 11 people got stabbed. Okay. Yes. They said that they got the man. They won't release his name yet, but they got him. So y'all don't have to be scared. And he just girl, this man just went around the store stabbing people. Uh uh he was pushing them and stabbing them, okay, and then he stabbed them. And the lady said he had stabbed some people. I guess she's looking at what the man, okay, and he come running toward her, honey. She said she took off running, so he stopped chasing her and went after somebody else. Okay, girl, I'd have got me one of them skillets off the shelf, okay, and try to bust his head to the white meat, girl. Okay, that's what they should have did. They called the police. The police came and subdued him. Okay, but say the customer should have had him subdued, honey. Oh yeah, honey. The man. Okay, that's what they taught us. Okay, we have a active shooter. Okay, start pulling stuff off the shelves, honey. Okay, weapons, girl. Okay. First thing is run and hide, okay? But you don't know where you're gonna be, okay? You may be in the home section, okay? In the hardware section, get you a hammer off the shelf, get you that, okay? Try to knock that fool, girl, okay? So we're gonna do some true crime on this situation, because we don't even know who he is, okay, what this is about. So let the cards reveal, okay, and then we're gonna go in with uh the hidden futures, okay, hidden futures. Now this is a dark a negative deck, as I would say, okay. So since this is true crime, I just want to try it out. Okay, so we're going to ask the cards if they will reveal to us anything, okay, that we need to know about this man. This happened in Michigan, okay. It's called Traverse. Was it Traverse County at Michigan at a Traverse Walmart? Yeah, that's the name of the store, Traverse, okay. Running through the store, okay. He had, like, I think it was a folding knife, okay. She said it had a 2-inch blade, okay. So 2 inches. The blade ain't but that big, okay. It's damage you could do, okay, but then again, it's not that much damage you could do. It depends on where you stab the person. But there are people in surgery. There are people in critical condition. There are people that are in did they say stable condition, and what's the other one? Intensive care. Okay. Something like that. Uh-huh. In Michigan. Running through the store, just stabbing folks. Oh my goodness. So can you tell us about the man in Traverse County, Michigan, Walmart, that ran through the store stabbing up people? Okay. Can you give us some insight? What do you want us to know about this gentleman? Okay. What do you want us to know? What are you willing to reveal about this gentleman? They didn't give us a name yet. This just happened. And why they're withholding the name, I don't know, but yeah, they just said he was 42 years old. Okay, now that's too old. 40s. He's in his 40s. Okay. Ooh, I wonder, was he an employee? You know, they good for that. That's probably what they're checking into. Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. This is alleged for your entertainment purposes only. This is my interpretation of the cards, okay? So use your own interpretation, but this is a true crime. So that's not alleged. Okay, so we have a party. Okay, something about a party, something about a cleanup. Oh, and then the lady said one man, she said, was laying on the ground in the frozen food section with blood. She said it was blood everywhere. Okay, cult and family. Okay, so I'm going to spread these a little wider. Okay, because I see we have different. We have a cult, we have a cleanup, we have a party, and we have family. Okay, power supply, grandparent. Okay, I'm gonna put grandparent over here with family. Okay, I want to put hold on, fire. Okay, we'll put that with cleanup, organized crime. Let me see what this card is. Okay, I'm gonna put this with power supply, and then I'm gonna put this with cult. Okay, we have suicide. Oops. We have, okay, suicide. Now we're just gonna lay them. Money, male, crime of passion. Okay, so if it was a crime of passion, is that's what it's telling us. Apparently, the gentleman, okay, who was a male, uh, he was upset about something. Maybe it had to do with money. Okay, maybe somebody killed themselves. I don't know. We have the desert. We have a couple. We have accomplice, a partner in crime. I don't know about that, but okay. And we have justice. Okay. So there's definitely something going on here. Okay. I don't know if the cards are just vague, being vague on me. Okay. Or if all of this has something to do. Even if he had a partner in crime, maybe his partner in crime was not there at the Walmart. Maybe he ended up at the Walmart. Maybe they split up. Okay, maybe they split up. Oops. At some point in time. Okay. Can you tell us about the stabbings at the Traverse Walmart? Okay. Can you elaborate on this spread? What do you want us to know? What do you want us to know? And I think we're only going to pull like maybe 3 cards from here, hopefully. Okay, we'll see. We'll pull 3 cards and we'll see how it goes. Okay. This is fairly new, so we may not have all the information that is needed out there in the universe, okay, for the cards to pick up on the vibrations, okay. But it's just crazy. It just happened, and I decide why not jump in here and do a true crime, okay. What do you want us to know about the individual who did the stabbings at the Traverse Walmart today, I believe, okay, in Michigan? Mhm. That is crazy. And he must have been stabbing them up. He must have been sticking them like a jailhouse girl. Okay. So it says silent anguish. Okay. So, like he's suffering in silence, or was silent fears. Okay. And a silent hatred. And this right here says hatred can be silent but deadly. So there was some secret manipulation going on. Silence can speak in, okay, so unspoken words. So he wasn't talking about it. And cloak resentment. So he cloaked resentment. So he's got all this resentment bottling up. Okay. Bottling bottled up inside. Okay. And he's resented, resentful, he's angry, okay, he's suffering in silence. And so he may come off, I would take it that he probably comes off as the quiet type. Okay. uh you don't see coming, you may not see coming, depends. Okay. And they just explode. Okay. It could be something along those lines. But I'm surprised they didn't have any more. Let me look, because I've seen it all over the place about the shooting. Hold on. At Walmart. I mean, not the shooting, the stabbing. Okay. And so they do have the suspect in custody. 5 of the victims are in serious condition, and the other 6 are in critical condition. So they're all in the hospital, all 11 of them. This happened today. Does it give a time? They said they believe he was acting alone. And he was just random. He just stabbing up people, running through the store, just stabbing them up, girl. And they have it. They have it on video, I believe, because I heard that. But I couldn't see who they were talking to. Was people standing around, and they telling, put it down, put it down. Okay, I'm like, oh Lord, my nerves was too bad. I didn't want to see all that. 6 of the victims are males, and 5 are women. That's sad. See, I don't know why people want to go to Walmart and act the fool, but they sure do. And he could have juked one of them in their neck, okay, and hey, okay, so uh I don't know what you're talking about. I guess you just type in the type, okay. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Hello, friend Nikita. But there's this old crime. This happened back in 1998. What was that girl's name? Amy. I know her first name was Amy. Okay. Amy Bradley. Okay. And she's been missing. Yep, this is her. And we're going to do a true crime on her. Okay. And see what the cards tell us. Now, she went missing in 1998. I don't know why they have two dates here. They have 1998 and 2010. She was on one of those cruises, those Caribbean cruise ships. Okay, and she came up missing. Now, let me see. So they don't know if she went overboard, okay, or what, but she's missing. Okay, and she's been missing since 1998. Okay, and that's a long time, okay, for nobody to know anything. Okay, um but she was on the ship. They do have her on the ship. Okay, and they may have footage of her, I don't know. Okay, but it doesn't it doesn't go anywhere. So something, and this was at a time where human trafficking and stuff like that, it wasn't out there like it is now. Okay, they were doing it, but it wasn't talked about as much as it is now. Okay, but you know what, you guys, I got this funny suspicion. I have this is because I keep getting this card. Now when I was doing a cold case, okay, on I think John Bonet, and it's just random people, and the serial killer, excuse me, celebrity keeps coming up. Celebrity, okay? And I wonder if there is a celebrity serial killer. It's not unknown now. It's not unknown, okay? Celebrity serial killer, okay? He's a pervert. I wonder. You never know. But at my car, I'm like, I keep getting this just out of nowhere, okay? And I'm wondering, and see, there's kids. I believe that there might be, if there is, okay, he has killed children that we know about and that we don't know about, okay, if that makes sense. I mean, kids that have been put in the headlines, and then there's kids that haven't been put in the headlines. You see what I'm saying? But they're still responsible. I think that's what the cards is trying to tell me. But anyway, that's crazy. Because, they had, I think, one or two times where people from the rich family, let me see, what was that? Fabergé? I think it was the Fabergé where they found out that boy he was the heir of Fabergé. Was it Fabergé? Allegedly, because I don't know exactly. Okay, but he turned out to be a serial killer. Hmm. A serial, was he a serial killer, serial rapist? Yes. All that money. Hmm. Okay. So, can you tell us anything about Pam Bradley? Okay, Pam Bradley, who went missing on the Caribbean cruise in 1998. Okay, she came up missing. They don't know if she's dead or alive. Okay, they don't know if she went overboard, if somebody snatched her, if somebody drugged her, or what. And she has not been found or seen as of today. There have been reported scenes, but okay, they were seeing Elvis Presley at the mall. Remember that? That go crazy. Seeing a man at the mall. How do you see Elvis at the mall? And why would you see Elvis at the mall? But he'd been spotted a few times, allegedly, at the mall. What was he buying? A ghost outfit? Child, these folks is crazy. I'm like, lady, whatever that medication you didn't have, okay, you need to leave it alone. Let's see. What do you want to reveal on Amy Bradley going missing in 1998 on the Caribbean cruise? Here, see, I'm telling you, death, okay, aliens, okay. So she may have been drugged. Says she's dead. I take it that this death card means she's dead. Celebrity, this comes up and I don't know. I'm going to have to meditate on this card and ask for understanding. Says marriage, wedding. Now this one says dead. This one says alive. There's surveillance. So these are starting to. Power supply. Organized crime. Suicide. Missing. Oh, let me get these cards. Hold on. So we can say the words. Okay, so we got missing. Dead. We have home. Whoops. We have spouse or partner. I don't think she had a. Oh, okay. They said that she was there. She had came there with other people. She was by herself, but she wasn't by herself. Okay. Burial. And we have neighborhood. We have a cleanup. We have an accident. And we have a man-made disaster. Okay. So this is what I'm getting on her. These are the vibes. Okay. That I'm getting. I don't know what celebrity, okay, marriage, wedding, okay. She went there with some other people, I do believe, okay. And power supply, she's missing, okay. And then we have spouse and partner, okay. So we got spouse and partner. I'm going to put those together, okay, and we have a cleanup. Okay, so here we have death and we have alive. Okay, I don't know how to take this one. It could have been the end of something and the beginning of something else. Okay, the end of her life as she knew it, and maybe if she's alive, okay, she's somewhere else, okay, in a whole new persona. Okay, this is behind organized crime, and I'm pretty sure they have some buried bodies. Okay, we have debt. Now I don't know who owed who. Debit, no debt, debt. Okay, I don't know who owed who. Okay, and then we have an accident. Okay, so maybe at some time in the past she was alive and then she got dead. She got killed or she died. Okay. Maybe she died by an accident and she was buried. Okay. But it still had to do with organized crime. And maybe she was in debt for whatever reason. I don't know. I could be grasping at straws. Okay. Then we have over here is a man made disaster in the neighborhood. Okay. By our house. We have home and neighborhood. Okay. We have suicide. We also have surveillance. Okay. Was there home surveillance, neighborhood surveillance? Okay. Um, maybe it was a suicide. Okay. Maybe she ended up killing herself. Okay. She couldn't live the way she was living. I don't know. A man made disaster. And then we have aliens. Okay. We have some drugs involved, some hallucinogenics to be specific. Okay. So I would like the hidden, okay, the hidden futures. Okay. Can you give us some more information on Amy Bradley, missing since 1998, on the Carnival cruise ship? She went missing. Can you give us some enlightenment on Amy? Okay. Give us, would you give us some information on Amy? What do you want us to know about Amy? Okay. Silent fears. Okay. She was scared, but nobody heard it. And there's regrets. Now, I don't know if has to do with Amy. Okay. There was some grudges. Okay. Hidden grudges. Hidden grudges. Okay. And a silent longing. Silent confessions. Hmm. And hidden wounds. Okay. Three more cards. Silent wounds and hidden wounds. Okay. And deceptive appearances. Okay. Deceptive appearances. Hmm. And hidden resentment. That's what we have coming from here. Okay. Um, we can do a spill the tea. We'll do some spill the tea. Can you spill some tea on Amy Bradley, missing since 1998 when she went on the Carnival cruise ship? Carnival cruise ship in 1998 and has not been seen since. What do you want us to know about Amy Bradley's disappearance? Can you spill some tea? I gotta wonder what she was doing on that cruise ship by herself in the first place. She went with people, but she wasn't with people, like I said. And I read something about that. Okay, but I forgot what I read. Okay, here we go. It's the unfiltered truth that somebody is willing will eventually speak up. The real story, okay, will come out. It's saying family ties. Okay, we did get family over here. It's saying family ties now. Maybe okay, maybe the family was the crime family. I wonder, is that what it means by family? Because it just came to me. And we have family over here too. Then we have family, neighborhood, home. Okay. So I wonder, was it a family, a crime family? Okay. She thought she was in a safe place. She thought she was. Boundaries, something about boundaries. Okay. I might be getting a cold hit. Smoke and mirrors. Okay. Smoke and mirrors. Spreading gossip. Okay. There was a lot of gossip around her disappearance. And there was also some silent resentment. So maybe some people, maybe family members or somebody, okay, familiar with her, had some feelings that they never got a chance to express. Testing the limits and two-face. So you have a friend that's really an enemy. Trusting the process. And then it says a shocking discovery is on the way. Okay. That's all I can spill for right now. A shocking discovery is on the way. Hmm. Okay, I got my cards all mixed up here. We got true crime. Okay. Okay. Got this here. Getting my cards together. See, I'm trying to do three decks. Okay. Knowing I don't know how to do three decks without getting everything mixed up. All right. So I'm not really feeling a hit. Okay. I'm not really feeling a hit. Some things I feel connecting, and this doesn't feel like it's connecting. It really doesn't. Okay. And it could be because the crime was so long ago and it's just now coming up. So maybe there needs to be some more energy around this situation. Okay. Waking it up on more people. Okay. hmm That's what that is. But if anybody has a request and you want me to do a true crime on someone, we can do that. And there was somebody I wanted to do a true crime on, because see, some of these people, okay, these folks be so tied up, we're finding out. So tied up and running in the same circles, okay? And we don't put two and two together because we're not in their circle. Somebody else in their circle will put the two and two together, okay? And we'll get a leak of it if they say anything. But there's a lot of people, okay? I want to know because I have a suspicion, okay? So I'm going to ask the deck if Sean Diddy Combs, okay, what true crime has he been involved in? Sean Diddy Combs, true crime has he been involved with? What do you want us to know? Okay. See, because I just be thinking you done doped up all these people and did this and they got blood all over the hotel room and all this, okay? Nobody called the investigators to get any samples. They just cleaned it up, okay? You don't know if somebody died in there. Girl, and they could have dragged the body right out in front of them and they wouldn't have had a clue, okay? Because they was letting them do. They knew they was up there being a fool, acting a fool, and they just ignored, turned the other cheek. So I wonder, has anybody OD'd on his baby oil, on his pink cocaine? Has he ever shot and killed anybody? Okay. What do you want us to know on Sean Diddy Combs? True crime. Well, we got mountains. Okay. We don't have molehills. We got mountains. We have social media. Well, we know that's involved. We have intuition. See, that's like confirmation, letting me know that my intuition is hitting on something. My intuition is right. Ooh, okay. We got suicide. We have accidents. We have love. We have abuse and neglect. We have crimes of passion. Even the grandparent. She knows something. She did something. That would be his mama. She's a grandparent. Ooh, okay. Travel. Okay. So he's been traveling around. Okay. So who's no telling where he left bodies. Okay. And this one right here, jealousy. They did a cleanup. Oh yeah, and we know they did a cleanup because they was talking about uh, how they was cleaning up the hotels. The guy was just talking about it. Ain't no telling what they did. Got all the evidence and everything. And then there was a meeting. Okay. Oh, I wonder was some people even thrown in the landfill or thrown in the garbage, and the garbage ends up in the landfill because that's sometimes what happens. And he was into mind control. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. And then we have the devil, always in the details. Even at the hotels. Hmm. Couples. Couples were involved. Hmm. Regrets. There's a lot of people who have been at them Diddy parties and have participated in them little rituals, and they're regretting it. Dismemberment. Now that always comes up when I do a Diddy crime. Is dismemberment, and I'm wondering, did they cut somebody up, burn them up? You got a female. We have the cult activities, even out on his boat. Remember, they go out on the boat, the yacht. I don't know if I have a yacht in here, but a boat is good enough. Okay. People in the neighborhood or his inner circle. Uh-huh. There were gifts. Okay. So we're doing true crime. Okay. So I take it that some of these crimes that were committed were disguised in gifts. Okay. Drugs, poison. There was a tunnel. Did they find a tunnel under in Diddy's house too? I'm not sure. I think I've heard of it, but I don't know how true it was because these people, boy, fraud, probably washing money. Okay, they didn't threw somebody out in the woods, and then he went home like nothing happened and got high. Okay, but there's surveillance. If you look, you will find. Seek and you shall find. But you know, they said the surveillance at Diddy's house was washed. Okay, the files were blank, and there were even children involved. Okay, so with that said, okay, see what I got here. What I want to do. What I want to do. Okay. Hmm. Let's see if they're gonna spill some tea on Diddy. Okay. We use these oracle cards here. What do you want us to know behind the crimes that were committed by Sean Diddy Combs? What do you want to reveal to us? What is the tea that you are willing to spill on Sean Diddy Combs? I have a spread here, true crime, and I'd appreciate it if you would spill some tea on this true crime spread I have here. Okay. Okay, so we're getting mixed signals. Okay. We're getting mixed signals. Trust, trusting in the process. Don't rush for answers. Bad influence. Okay. Bad influence. Unspoken tensions. So underneath it all, okay, it was a tense situation. Rumor has it, there were rumors flying around in a circle. See, the inner circle as well. And there's hidden truths. There's some truth, okay, but it's hidden. The facts haven't been fully revealed. That's what the T is telling us about this spread. Attachment issues, okay. Attachment issues may arise. So, and up may arise, excuse me. So that's telling me that attachment issues, in other words, involving the crimes that have been committed that we don't know about as of now, okay, there's a fear, okay, that they will, somebody, some way, somehow will find the attachment, their attachment or involvement in this, so to speak. Jealousy issues, control issues, shared experiences, shared experiences. So there was other people, okay, in on it as well. You know, like Cassie, okay. So people he crossed paths with, people he crossed paths with. And he's always pushing boundaries. He's always pushing boundaries, exposing lies. So the truth will eventually be exposed. The truth eventually will be exposed, okay? Because he's still keeping secrets. There are still some secrets, and not just him either, okay? They got family ties, okay? So I think there's the family, somebody in the family, or some people in the family may have some knowledge. Unmasking motives, okay? So the true motives will begin to surface, whether they're Diddy's, whether there's someone else's around Diddy, but true motives will be exposed. There will be an unexpected revelation, okay? Because these people are two-faced. They're all two-faced, okay? Playing mind games. They got unspoken desires. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because they want you to start overthinking. See, that was Diddy. He be playing the mind games, okay, to get you to thinking and thinking, okay, trying to figure him out. And it may not even be nothing, but he gets his kicks out of that. Okay. This says showing your true authentic self. This is what people did, okay, and he jumped on the He jumped at the chance when they showed their true, authentic self. But he wouldn't show his. Okay. A release of expectations. Releasing expectations and allowing things to come together naturally. Okay. And yeah, he's wearing that protective shell. hmm That's where he hides everything, that protective shell. Ooh, wait, that was interesting. Okay. It's funny how it all fit together. And so the tea spilled some tea, lighten us, okay, and thank you for that. Even more on the dynamics going on with Sean Diddy Combs. Anybody have any requests out there you want to put together? Doesn't have to be true crime. Anybody have a family member they want to know about? Okay. hmm That was interesting. Okay. Now that was a vibe right there. That was a vibe. That other one with the Amy, okay, I wasn't getting that vibe. I wasn't getting that flow. Okay. Yeah. I was getting something, but it wasn't flowing. I might have to come back and look at her again and see what comes up for Amy Bradley as far as a cold case. Um, yeah, she's missing for a long time. What about Kanye West? Okay, do you guys? Let's look into the Kipper, on Kanye. Okay, they say he's in need of some money. Okay, let's look into Kanye's past and his future. Or should we do obstacles? Should we do obstacles or should we do past on Kanye West? Let's do his obstacles. What are Kanye West's obstacles? His best course of action and his outcome in the near future. What do you want us to know about Kanye West? Kanye West. The past, the present, the future, the obstacles, best course of action, and the outcome. Yeah, on Kanye West. I don't think I've done a read on Kanye West. I don't think I did a read on Jay-Z, have I? Ooh, we'll do Jay-Z next. Yeah, we'll do Jay-Z next. Because you know he's in a heap of trouble. Do you think he paid that little boy off? Okay. So we're gonna do the secret cards, okay, that we're gonna put off to the side, what Kanye doesn't see coming, okay, and we're gonna do his obstacles, okay. His best course of action and his outcome. Okay, Kanye. Okay. Now, the overarching energy are his thoughts. He's been thinking, okay, and his job, soil and labor. So his job, his work, okay, and his children, okay. So he's been thinking about them, okay. So we have some bad health, okay. That could be literally bad health in the past or addiction, okay. These are obstacles, excuse me, obstacles. Okay. And bad health and addiction is definitely an obstacle. Okay. We also have some court uh, issues. Okay. Some adjudication, and we have a gift. This is in his obstacle. Now, a gift is a good thing. Okay. Maybe it's in the wrong spot here. Okay. But nevertheless, it's a gift. What kind of gift it is, I don't know. Okay, but it's a gift nonetheless. Now, his best course of action, okay, the overarching energy here is a mature man, okay. We have a false person, we have the courtship, okay. So, a false person right here next to the courtship, okay, somebody, a friend, girlfriend, or whatever, okay, is doesn't have the right motives. Okay. So that's not the best course of action. Okay. But we do have a house. Okay. And that has to do with his home, his neighborhood, his inner circle. Okay. He's going to receive a message. We also have the family room. Okay. So, it's family, the house, the message, and the family room. They're all linked some kind of way. Uh, will they be a best course of action for him? I don't know. I don't know because I can see this more than one way. And it's like he's getting a message. It doesn't have to be bad news, it just says a message. Okay. And this is regarding family. Okay. And his inner circle. Okay. But we just don't know what the message is. So now his overarching energy on outcome is poverty. Okay. Now, poverty could mean is poor. It could be financially, spiritually. Okay. It could be poor decisions. Okay. It could be poor poor handling of money. Okay. His business ventures. Okay. So but that's the overarching energy, okay? In other words, is his outcome is negativity. We have the coffin. We have the coffin right next to concern, okay? So there is going to be an ending that's going to be concerning, okay? It's going to leave him in despair, okay? It may have to do with his wife, lovers, or lover, excuse me, okay? And Kanye is going to have a long road ahead of him. Okay, in regards to this, it's going to be a long road ahead. Now, a long road ahead, okay, or a long time, okay. This could be a long road ahead of him, okay, or a long time. And when they say long time, I think this might be a couple of years, two years or more into the future. And that may be that this comes about somewhere down the road. You see what I'm saying? Okay, this stuff that's going on here, and this poverty and all that. Okay, so when it's all said and done, it may be somewhere in the future, down the line. Okay, now we have the three cards of what he doesn't see coming. What Kanye does not see coming, okay, is the main female, the marriage, and a mature woman. Okay, so ooh, he's got some feminine energy. Okay, that's coming his way. He don't see it coming though. He don't see it coming, and that might have to do with his wife, that girl he married. Okay, it might have to do with that girl. So that's for right now. Things are subject to change. Okay, if you somebody throw a wrench, a good wrench, a bad wrench, okay, it could change the whole dynamics. You know how that goes. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at Jay-Z. Yep. Oh, Jay-Z. Sean Carter. He's another Sean Carter. Okay, they spell their name different, but they both have the same name and the same last name. Okay. No, they have no, they have the same name. We have a Carter and we have a Combs. Woo. Had to hurry up and clean that one up. Okay. We have two Seans, a Carter and a Combs. We're talking about Sean Carter, okay, also known as Jay-Z. Can you tell us about his obstacles, his best course of action, and his outcome in the near future? What do you want us to know about Jay-Z? Oh, wait. Put the top on it, drink the rest of the water, okay? Because just my luck, I will knock it down, okay? So let's see what we have on Jay-Z. What do you want us to know? Okay. We also did do a gold card on Jay-Z. I don't think I've done a gold card on him. Okay, so we're going to do the three cards that we're going to do off to the side. What Jay-Z doesn't see coming is going to be over here, okay? And then we're going to do the obstacles. Uh-oh, is my cards upside? Yes, they are. Okay, well, let me just do the spread and then we could just, okay. We'll take that reverse, okay, because these cards are in reverse and upright. It's okay, so I better go with the flow, huh? Stop trying to change things around because we want to know the truth. Okay, so, and if it's in reverse, I am going to take it as opposite. That's just how I'm just going to do it right now. I normally don't do this, but this is how I'm going to do it. The overarching energy is community, and it's in reverse. Okay? This is the community. These are, this is his obstacles. His obstacle is, and I say the community, okay, his fans, okay, his fans or people, okay. We also have distant horizons, okay, in reverse, okay. So we have drugs and illusion. Those are obstacles. We have unexpected income, okay, in reverse. There's a loss, okay? We have the courthouse, a false person, and we have a gift. These are all his obstacles. I wonder who the false person could be and the gift. But they're his obstacles. Okay. Now we have sudden wealth in reverse at the head of this. That's another loss. Okay. His best course of action is a loss. We have change. Okay. We have upside down. Okay. So if he's traveling, he may want to think again. Okay. If he's traveling, say, and if it's change, it's not going to be a good change. It's in reverse. Okay. We have a main female. His best course of action. That would be Beyonce. She's been working her little behind off. Okay. We have occupation. Okay. In reverse. Occupation in reverse. Now, how can I take that? As not working. He has no ideas. He don't have no creativity. Okay. Not right now. Okay. His marriage, which also has a lot to do with his occupation because they're in the same field. They're in entertainment and the thoughts about it. Okay. These are his best course of action. And the only thing I can see coming out of this is his marriage and the main female. That's the only thing I can see that could his best course of action. However, okay, he's dealing with that paternity suit. Ooh. Okay, let's go on over here to the outcome. We got the outcome is at the top of that is the pathway. Okay, so that's a long road ahead or a long time. Okay, at least 2 years into the future. Okay, these events where we have imprisonment in reverse. Okay, so there's going to be a release, something that is uh, making him feeling confined. Okay, he's confined. He feels is tied up. It's going to be a release. Okay, and it's going to be in the form of a message. Okay, we have imprisonment upside down in reverse. So there's going to be a release, okay? The restrictions he felt, okay, will be released. Whether the truth comes out that he's the father or the truth comes out he's not the father. Either way, it's going to be over and done with. And he's going to feel a sense of release. See, this right here is probably the paternity papers, okay? And it's going to put a release on everybody, the boy involved, okay, and Jay-Z. Whether he's the dad or not, they're going to feel a sense of release, okay? Somebody's going to have some despair. We got a mature man involved as well, and we have a main male in reverse, okay? So this main male in reverse, okay, I could take it as Jay-Z or I could take it as a lawyer, but it's a negative person. It's a person that is foolish. He's foolish. And just dropped a card. Okay. I'm using my feet. Okay. That was the gift card. Okay. And we also have despair and and immature. I mean, immature. Okay. So there's going to be some despair in this foolish man, this mature man, and then just dread. Okay. So it may have something to do with the message. Okay. May have something to do with the message that he gets. But nevertheless, like I said, it'll be a release. It'll be a release. Okay. So now we have our three cards, what he doesn't see coming. What he doesn't see coming is a message of concern. That's bad news. Okay. We have bad health in reverse. Okay. So bad health in reverse, I'm going to take it as good health. Okay. Or it could be addiction that he has overcome. Okay. He doesn't see coming. We also have some court, okay, adjudication, okay, some court in reverse. In reverse. Okay. So I don't know what that could mean. I don't know what it could mean in reverse, but it's court. I'm not going to say it's good. I'm not going to say it's bad because if it's in reverse or if it's in the upright, I'm still going to think of it the same way as court. Okay. See what I'm saying? But the bad health, okay, in reverse, I see as something good. Okay. It's in reverse. And that's what I have on Mr. Jay-Z. Okay. So they have some, well, Mr. Allegedly has some issues coming his way. He's got a message, okay, and he's also got a message of concern, okay, that he doesn't see coming. So we'll be all on the lookout, okay, because inquiry minds want to know. Yes. And I will see you on the next episode. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel because there's more. And if you have any questions or you have any requests, just leave them down below. I get right to it. I read all my comments, okay? And most of all, stay blessed. Bye.